Testing my avatar.
Hey Walter, what's up? Giving this a go tonight. This is on production. So if you go ahead and chat, you should show up as a wee avatar down there. And the whole point of this stream is basically to give coding in a vertical display a go. So let's see if that works. Welcome Blaze Games. Not sure what language that is, but it will read your message out regardless. Actually, I'm not seeing it read out any other comments other than my own, so let's see what's going on.
This looks really good on my Fold 4.
Should be coming through now. I think there's like a 5 or 10 second buffer between the actual live avatar chat and then anything that happens. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully it continues to poll for new comments. A little bit about this avatar chat. This is all created in JavaScript. So I've been developing software for close to 20 years now. Started when I was basically 11 years old, and I haven't stopped. So the little thing that we're trying out here tonight is just an avatar chat in a live stream. So the whole point is by using the comments, you're able to interact, move about and stuff. So let's see if you can actually move your avatar. I didn't make any changes to this. It didn't work yesterday, but give it a go today. So I typed left, so there's cardinal directions. You can also jump, dance and stuff like that. So this is my little avatar right here that I'm controlling on my computer. You'll see that coming through shortly. Yep, so it looks like we're still unable to control your avatar other than have a chat. So maybe that's something I'll take a look at right now and see what's going on with that. So this project is composed of literally hundreds of JavaScript files, both for the server, client, and UI layer. And what we're going to look at is the server layer. So basically I created a plugin for the server, which pulls YouTube comments for a list of everything that's been said, and then it triggers actions based off of that. So if you've not spoken yet and you speak, it'll spawn an avatar randomly on the avatar grid down there, read out your message, and it also is supposed to support moving about. So if you type left, down, up, right, you'd be able to move tile by tile. I get this is kind of a interesting, novel thing. Specifically because it's coded by scratch. I see a lot of people in comment sections in YouTube ask creators all the time, like, how do I get a comment box? And there's all sort of paid solutions for that, but I wanted to have my own go at it. Okay, so I'm in the code that handles processing YouTube. This is the function, the static function right here that actually moves the user about based on what command you type. So we're going to have a look to see what's going on there. So this is invoked for cut. Okay. So this is bad. You're not supposed to declare a variable inside of a switch statement. This should have been moved into a function. But that shouldn't break this. That's just a warning. So what I could do is I could pull up the logs, because I'm supposed to be logging. If you type to move, it will make you move. So if you type dance, it looks like Walter did that and he's dancing. I think, yep. Alright, so that's interesting. Interesting working with such a small screen area for code. Usually I'm used to it being horizontal. It's much easier to see everything. Plus I have it blown up so it's able to be displayed on screen. Let's see, does the quadrop command work? So I'll be hidden behind here. While I'm in here, I could just demonstrate building. So this little room that I have here, I just built out for fun. It's a completely custom system. It is using artwork that is over a decade old, actually much longer than that. So the artwork here was created by Kelvin Hutchins, and also Jamie Lynn also made a lot of recent contributions, but these original tiles are definitely from back in the day. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop some tiles to make a new area. Read it out once I'm done. It's kind of cathartic. You can just sit there literally tile by tile and compose new areas. Let's see if that starts popping up on the screen there. It is. So I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to put a teleport on these new tiles so I can get over there and explore it a little bit. So some cool tiles that I have programmed in here is water. So I have lava. I'm just going to make a little random pond in the middle of the stream. As I'm doing this, I'll talk a little bit about the underlying technology. So it is using MongoDB as the persistent storage platform. They go with the NoSQL on this. Previously, in previous incarnations akin to it, I'd use MySQL and stuff like that. But when you're trying to create rooms or worlds that are composed of hundreds of thousands of tiles or items, that can be quite problematic. So put some tiles out there. Let's put a teleport. I can find one. Guys in that little teleport. This was just a short stream basically to make sure this works. Obviously a couple of things don't, mainly being able to move your avatar around the room. So tomorrow when I pop on, what I'll probably do is just have a simpler room. I might even make the tiles invisible, so it'll just be avatars walking on top of the code. It'll be easier to debug that now. Anyone is interested in game development or partakes themselves, I'd be interested in hearing any projects that you want to work on or have worked on. Let's put some rockets under this. So I did code inventory recently, so that kind of slowing down my building here because I have to first put the item in my inventory and can go place it. There's a lot of different features that are all interconnected, and that was an interesting problem trying to solve, is how to build something that is scalable enough for me to keep building on. This incarnation of Kinto started actually during just before the height of COVID, and quite the time working on it, where the world was shut down. I wish I thought about getting on YouTube back then, but let's see what else we can put up. Pop the smiley face down. Yeah, so the audio selection is interesting because obviously YouTube has quite advanced copyright protection, so I can't just play the stuff I want to listen to, which is alright. But we do have some tracks available I was able to pull in, and the goal was just to have something quiet to put in the background, because when I get into coding it's like we want to be quiet until there's questions or something. Another cool feature was the lighting system. Let's see if I can find the light. Light around. The idea here is being able to like equip items that have different characteristics. So this first example is just light. There is also fire, so you could equip maybe a match or a lamp that could set trees on fire, for example. So I can go ahead and see if I can start fire. Regular guy, you stumbled into a novel place on the internet. This is completely custom coded, and your comment should actually read out in the avatar chat world. So the YouTube comments is hooked up directly into the game, and the idea is you'd be able to control an avatar through the live chat, and also reads out your message. Let's see if that's working. So this is a debug session. Make sure things work. Walter, let me know if it read out the comment. I'm not sure. I'm about to manually invoke this. So this is going to read everyone's comment again. So there's obviously a problem here, but give it a second. So I have a whole build pipeline process, so I'm running this in production, so I won't be able to make changes to this aspect on the fly. Keep pushing. Bloody bothering me with this. This game is called Kinto. You can check it out by just googling Kinto, K-Y-N-T-O. It's also kinto.io. What's going on here? So I might actually pull up some logs. Pull you into that. reason that I'm giving this a go in this awkward vertical format is because YouTube is more likely to suggest videos as you're scrolling through shorts than it is if you were to watch long form videos. It's very unlikely that you would stumble into this stream. And just before I got on tonight, one of the reasons that it was delayed was Docker, which is the container management software that I use to basically test these services that I create, ate up all my computer disk space with logs. And I'm quite verbose with my logging, but ate up a terabyte of storage. On a Mac, that's problematic. F for follow. So now these are the live logs coming in from the server. So I can see that a video stream is already active for this video ID, which is fine, but it should be polling this, seeing any errors beyond that. Take a look at this code, and I literally search for video stream is already active. It's all tied back to functions that I've programmed to actually do this. So it's like I tried to start live and it's already active. Let's see if I can just remind it. So this is the function that's basically invoked when I start a YouTube video. Take the link, post it into Kinto, and then it extracts the video ID. It'll start basically a loop where it fetches those messages. From there, it will update my client. Hold on, go let the dog out. It'll update my client with the status of where it's running, how many comments it's processed, and if it's running or not. So off screen I have different instances of Kinto right here, where I'm trying to manually invoke this. Let's see, stop. Good. So I'm going to grab the video ID and try again. Okay, so it's back live, 28 comments processed, so it's going to dump out a bunch of messages on screen. And then I'm curious to see if it'll keep running. So actually what I'll do to do that is I'll pull the logs back up. Should be able to see the next time it polls for messages. And what I think is happening is the loop's terminating early, so it's just not doing that. So there's a logic error that I want to fix right now. So if we go into this fetch messages loop, how it loops is it basically is recursive in the sense that it calls itself. So once it's done running, it waits for a timeout period, and then it invokes itself again. only if it's active. So what I'm assuming is the state variable that I'm storing that its active property in is being set to false even when it's true. So let's just see what this is called again. It's called and start live. Oh, so here's the problem. Not setting it to live, so that's easy enough to fix. So literally to fix this, and that would fix it, so it continually pulls my messages. Don't know how I managed to pull that out. Curious actually. Okay, so it looks like I'm not actually setting it to true, I'm only checking if it's false, which is what happens when I kill the stream. Interesting. I suppose I could do a live update right now. Audio would still work, so let me go ahead and do that. So this is my code changes right here in this left bar that have not been committed yet. I'm just going to take a quick look. So Command E on Mac allows me to quickly hide or display that panel. And the change here is setting this to active. So I'm going to go ahead and commit this. Type in a commit message. Type it, commit it, upload it. And I have a Jenkins pipeline that I built. I'm going to pull that over as well. In a second. Okay. So this contains a list of all the recent builds that I've made. So we're in build 156 because the last one was build 155. So I'm going to hit build. And I'm going to wait while it basically runs through the build process. Pulls in all the npm packages, populates the environment properties with all the relevant keys and stuff that needed for YouTube. So we'll get that done, and then once that's done, I'll go ahead and manually restart the server here. And then that should fix my issue. This is actually a production log. It technically is released, but if you were actually to hop on here, you would see your own username pop up. You'd see yourself interact with the server. What's interesting about this platform is a lot of the functionality is peer-to-peer over webrtc. And what that means is while there is a central server that handles authentication rooms, like the room we're in right now, the peer-to-peer aspect allows me to offload a lot of the high traffic packets or events such as chatting or moving your user around. So it's pretty cool. Also, the screen share that's displaying in the background here is all coded into Kinto. So I'm sharing the screen with webrtc. So right here, you can see someone loading in. Create a peer ID for them. And once they join the room, my peer will also connect to them and we will be able to chat.
Zelda joined default room.
Okay, so let's see where this build pipeline's at. I'm trying to fix a bug right now.
Zelda joined mountains.
And welcome Zelda, if you go ahead and just type into the chat in game, even while I'm fixing YouTube, your message will be read aloud. Okay, cool. So the build's done, so I'm actually going to have to kick you off. And I'm going to take my terminal window back for some super secret magic. actually restart the server, so bear with me. And then I will reshare my screen once I'm back in, but the audio is going straight for YouTube, so I don't have to worry about that. Sounds like first I have to get the dog back in the house. Okay, so Zelda, you're going to be kicked off for a second. The server is rebooting. Then I'll go ahead and reconnect us so you can see what I'm seeing. So I'm back, so I'm going to quickly share my screen, then onto my streaming computer and turn that back on there as well. 2 seconds. I actually want to use my PIN account here, so I'm going to log out. Share my screen. This is using webrtc, very quick technology. That's sharing, so I'm going to go reload. There is a bunch of computers involved in testing, developing this. As Walter knows, there is a Blade server running in the background, and that's where I handle my build pipelines. He was able to pick that up from work, and that's been a huge contribution here. So the resolution's a little low, so I'm going to go ahead and increase that. And then I'm going to restart polling YouTube for comments. So let's increase the resolution, so that works nicely. Grab the video ID. YouTube stream never ended, so it's going to be the same one. Then, because it has been offline, well, since I restarted this, it's going to read everything back out, but that's okay. So, into here, with settings, type in my YouTube ID, and increase the poll duration because YouTube has API limits, and I frequently run into those. Start polling.
Down.
Process 28 comments, so it's about to read those out. And then hopefully from here, what's going to happen is I won't have to do anything else. I'll just keep running. Pull the logs back up. I'm going to pop back into that right now. Container name change. F for follow. Sure, it's pulling. So that should be working now. So Walter, if you want to go ahead and just give the live chat kind of a quick test, I'd appreciate that. I can do it myself.
Hello.
Yes, cool. So that fixed that bug. Let's see if we can move around now. So there's a 5 or 10 second buffer delay that I'm doing.
Up.
And I will kick that down as time goes on. Yeah, I shouldn't have read that out. I should have just did it. So let's take a look at that logic again. Probably just fix the slide because I do want this to work tomorrow. Oh, you know why? It's because I'm not typing move. It's, goodness sake, move up. Yeah, so it does work. So this whole time that was working fine. I guess what we'll do though is I'll make the cardinal directions work so you don't have to type move, so you can just type up, down, left, right. All works. But I am just going to add jump on here. Because your user can jump and that's kind of fun. One thing I want to test just before I kill the stream will be starting and stopping the port of the messages again. That way I don't have to keep rebooting the server. And you should have just seen my user that I'm controlling on my computer walking around up in this area. That's because this emerald thing up here is in a teleport. And that video you see above my head is actually literally my screen. So it shows in world as well. If I was to click that, and there's other videos, it would switch between them in the background. And it's pretty cool because say Walter wants to hop on and show Rumi's build, he could just go ahead and share his screen and it would take up a portion of the screen and you'd be able to see that as well. Let's add a jump command. So I have this function that basically takes input from YouTube in the form of comments. So anytime a user types something in the comment box on YouTube, that text gets read into Kinto. And then I have this general function that takes that string in and it takes in the username as well as the message. And from there I extract the potential commands. So right now you can see what I've supported is sit, dance, move, and wardrobe. So you should be able to update your clothing that way. So if I was to type wardrobe, I should change my clothes in about the time you hear this. Yes, so now I am a female, but it is working as expected, so this is good. This is good news. But I do want to add a jump command, so let's just go ahead and do that. We'll add a case for jump. So if you look up here, see my avatar jumping. It's me doing it from my computer. I'm basically just going to add an option for YouTube commenters to also be able to trigger jump. This whole little world is tile-based. Every tile here is manually placed by a human being. Although you can use AI to also like draw things with tiles. I've not went too crazy with it. Like I've had to draw some basic shapes and some 3D stuff. 3D by like stacking objects, so like making a pyramid. Okay, so let's carry on here. I'm going to create a function to make the avatar jump. And then I have to pass some context over and try and keep my functions as basically require dependency injection, so that way I'm not passing anything that I don't want to pass. That's just something I found that is useful in helping preventing bugs as I develop larger and larger things. So I'm just doing a generic function here. We're just going to make sure that avatar object actually exists before we continue. Or room. We don't have it's also bad. We should also do that here. This just little line will terminate the function if these two dependency properties are undefined or whatever the case. Avatar jumping. True. So this is a server-side representation of it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send that to the entire room. And I have that tied into the move user. Let's see. It's called here. IntelliSense doesn't work very great. So that should be enough to trigger that. Oh, no, I also need to pass the ID. I think it's ID in this case, but we'll pass both just in case. Look at the code on the front end. Sure that I'm actually invoking this correctly. Right. So what I've just done there is I've added a command to YouTube comment box that will take jump and it will send that out as a message to the game, which will make it jump. So we'll go to here. Okay. So it's like extract ID, so tagging into this move user event. So yep, that looks like that will work. And I'm actually going to go ahead and just commit this. And well, what I can actually do is check first locally if it works, and then I commit it. So I'm running Kinto on YouTube as production environment as well as my computer here. Wasting too much time. So this is restarting the Docker container on my computer with this change I just made, and I'll be able to feed in the video ID and then press jump right here on my computer, and then if it works I'll release it. Oh, that's right, you probably can't see the bottom of the screen here. Takes a while for it to restart sometimes because the MongoDB dependency. I shouldn't be creating and destroying that every time I make a server change, but I am tonight. And I'm actually just going to commit this. So my usual process when I commit code that I want to release is I'm going to go ahead and do a pretend pull request on myself. So we're going to look at what I just changed here. This panel. I'm colorblind, but this colorful block is the code I added, and this not so colorful block is code I removed or changed. So you can see I created a function for jump avatar. It takes room and avatar as a dependency. And I set the user event with ID, and then I set jumping to true. Anyone in that room will get this. And then I'm going to scroll down to this little area right here where it actually gets invoked. That looks good to me. I'm going to commit this. Probably give it a test. Oh, the bloody dog wants to throw up. Lucy. Lucy. Home. I have an English bulldog miniature, and if he doesn't eat like every couple of hours, his stomach bothers him. Okay, so while he's eating out there, I'm going to go ahead and commit this change. Trigger the build process again in Jenkins. This will be build 158. We'll just give that a minute to run. You can see my commit message that I implemented a jump command. Takes about 30-40 seconds to build. So while there's background music. Refresh, sometimes it doesn't always give me accurate status. It's still going. Okay, so the build is completed, so we'll go ahead and restart the server. Actually, deletes and recreates this directory, so I have to go back and back into it. And tell the Docker to come down, and then I'm going to tell it to come back up and build. the server restarted, so I'm going to go ahead and reshare my screen and then restart the stream here. If you happen to stumble into this is a custom avatar chat world that I created entirely in JavaScript, and it is integrated into YouTube comments. Test the jump command. Okay, cool. That works. So I'm just going to go ahead and test jump. So if I type jump into the chat, it should make my little avatar jump, hopefully. So I'm going to go ahead and type jump. There's a 5 to 10 second delay here. Yay, that's cool. So I actually implemented a feature live, that's sweet. So now I can not only move around, like with the cardinal directions, but move left, right, up, down, but I can also type jump. Let's type that again. Cool, that's really cool, it works. And one more thing I wanted to test before wrapping up was that I was able to successfully stop and restart the stream for a interactive game session. I'll go ahead and give that a go. On my screen right here, a little control panel I coded. This is in React. I'm going to hit stop polling, so it should stop processing everything. Type start polling again with my ID.
Whoa.
Let's put 3 second delay instead of 5. Start.
Will do.
40 comments, most of them are me. Spit all that out and then you see if it works afterwards. Whoa, okay, there's 2 cancels, let's move that out of the way. Until those chat bubbles expire, I'm going to go ahead and test jump again. Try not blank. Yep, it worked. Cool. So tomorrow, Jamie Lynn Floridian has a way more active channel, and she loves Codeloch. She has done art and all sorts of stuff for it, and I'm excited to tell her that this is ready to go. So I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight, and yeah, we'll go ahead and terminate this stream. Have a good night. Make sure you subscribe if you'd like to see more stuff, and Google Kinto if you want to hop on it.